You're listening to the Lost Cabin Lodge from Brown County, Indiana. And now your hosts, Frank Jones and Tracy Sheets.
Hey, you made it. Good to have you with us at the Lost Cabin Lodge. And go ahead and take that path right there between those two sycamores. There you go. Now hop the creek and be careful. The rocks are kind of slippery. Come on up the hill. You know, you found it. You're at the Lost Cabin Lodge, and we're glad to have you. Just find a spot on the front porch and have a seat.
Good morning, folks. I'm Tracy Sheets here with Frank Jones on this Sunday, June 4th, and welcome to the Lost Cabin Lodge radio show. As you know, the Lost Cabin Lodge showcases musicians in the southern Indiana region. Today's show features Barry Johnson and Carolyn Dutton. Barry is a singer and musician who wrote all his songs and used studio musicians and vocalists to produce his creations. Carolyn, a very accomplished musician, plays violin, or is it fiddle? I guess it depends on the flavor of music she's playing at the time. A few weeks ago, Frank did interviews with both of them. First up is Barry Johnson. So let's get started with Frank and Barry. Take it away, Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank Jones, sitting here with Barry Johnson at String Dancer Studio over here in Brown County. How the heck are you doing today, Barry?
Just fine and dandy. It's a beautiful day.
But listen, we'd like to talk to you today a little bit about some of the songs that you've brought to us. You're a songwriter that lives here in Brown County. We've seen you playing out in many different venues around the county. Give us a little bit of information, if you could, on your process for writing songs. And you've got quite a few under your belt. It's varied from country to big band. What inspires you to write this stuff?
I've been doing it such a long time. It's, I lived in Nashville off and on for 11 years and honed my writing craft down there, and with some hit songwriters that really influenced me. And, they really taught me how to write. I mean, I've been writing prior to going to Nashville, but I really learned how to write when I went there.
Right.
Because when you play your songs up against theirs that you wrote prior to being there, you know the difference. So when I write a song, a lot of times I sit down with my guitar. Every day I try to sit down and write something, and I don't necessarily have an idea already when I grab that guitar and start writing. I just start piddling around until something comes from the air that I grab a hold of it and start.
yeah, absolutely. Pure inspiration. That's absolutely.
And sometimes I'll write with the guitar in hand, and lately I've been writing just lyrics before I grab my guitar. It's a little different, and came up with one the other day. It's pretty cool. I may try to do that again the next time. But yeah, I'm always looking for a good hook. I mean, I'm from the old school. It seems like a lot of them now the hook doesn't matter, but I'm always looking for a strong hook in a song.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things that puts it in your mind, that worms it into your head, that makes it come back again and again. Now, you spoke briefly about going down to Nashville, Tennessee. You've been doing that for a few years now, haven't you?
Yeah, actually, the first time I lived in Nashville, Tennessee was in the mid-'70s. I lived right on Music Row. And then I was back there when I forget where I went after that. But I'm getting old, my memory,
That was a pretty cool time, though, in the 70s in Nashville.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. It was a great time down there.
Yeah.
And I lived there again in the 80s. And then I lived there again in the 90s. So part of the 70s, 80s, and 90s I was living there, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the songs that you've brought us today.
Okay.
The first one here on my list is called My Best Friend. Give us a little bit of information on that, a little bit of background, if you could.
Well, that's about my chocolate lab, Charlie. And Charlie and I met when I moved back here from Dallas, Texas. It was around 2001. He was my neighbor's dog. And he kind of chose me over them. And over time, they sold him to me. He was about a year and a half old. And Charlie was my best friend. He was with me 24/7. For 14 years.
Wow.
And he inspired this song. And well, actually, I tell everybody he wrote the lyrics, basically, and I just put the music to it.
Well, Charlie took on the role of muse, I'm sure, more than once, and that's absolutely fine. I tell you what, let's go ahead and maybe we can listen to that tune right now.
Dark chocolate, spoiled, rotten, flea-bitten cookie monster, butt sniffing, couch potato, silent but deadly maker, eats grass, throws it up, licks himself, sheds a lot, loves a truck, loves to ride, pees on everything in sight. Beggar, shake your hand so he can lick the dirty pans. Hates squirrels, flying bugs, loves to have his belly rubbed. Sleeps all day, hogs a bed, likes to roll in something dead. Toy in mouth, wants to play. In the morning he laps my face. Place is a flower bed, chases cats up the tree, looks at me like, where's my tree? Chick magnet, loves to swim, chews up sticks, but in the end, he's my best friend. Oh, yes he is. Charlie boy, get out of the flowers. Off the couch, let me sit down. Oh, you're my buddy.
That was an absolutely exceptional song. That was really, really nice.
Thank you.
That was Charlie Dog. Hey, I remember Charlie. Charlie used to run around in the there when you were playing at the winery and over at the BCI, and I mean.
And that's actually him singing on there at the beginning of it when you hear the bark.
Perfect.
You know,
that's absolutely great. This next song we've got here on the Batter's Box is called "What a Difference Love Can Make." Give us a little bit of information on that, if you could, Barry.
Well, I've always loved the big band era, and I've got to be honest. It was a Rod Stewart, his songbook, American Songbook,
great
that inspired me to write this, and I just loved one of his that number. I think Volume 4 of the CD I listened to over and over and over, and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna try to write one of these. I've never written one, so I grabbed my guitar and sat down, and I wanted it to sound like it was written in the 30s and 40s, and I wanted melodically and lyrically both. So I sat down and ended up writing it.
Well, now, did you study any of the music of the period there in regards to getting the feel or anything like that?
No, not really.
That just came to you, huh?
Yeah.
And that's quite an artistic leap from sitting down with your guitar to coming up with that song.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty big tune. I mean, it's got a big sound. It's just it's really, really nice tune. What a difference love can make. Let's go ahead and hear that from Barry Johnson.
Oh, the big city lights don't keep me out half the night like they used to. Now it's champagne with brunch, girl. You've softened my touch since I met you. One little kiss putting me in a bliss. No, I've never felt this way. Oh, darling, what a difference love can make. Now I'm flying high, not a cloud in the sky. Look at me, girl. I know that I am the luckiest man in the whole world. You came along like a beautiful song. Hear the bluebird serenade. Oh, Oh, darling, what a difference love can make. Now when I see a falling star, I catch it with my heart, and I dream of you all night long. Flowers blooming, smell of spring, soon the wedding bells will ring. Oh, darling, what a difference love can make. A falling star, I catch it with my heart, and I dream of you all night long. Flowers blooming, smell of spring, soon the wedding bells will ring. Oh, darling, what a difference, how I've been longing for this day. Oh, darling, what a difference love can make. What a difference you've made in my life. Ah, what a difference love can make.
Wow. What a difference love can make. I love that song. I've heard that song before, and I enjoy it now, I think, even more than the first time. We hope you guys are enjoying this music that we're presenting today. We've got Barry Johnson here at String Dancer Studio in Nashville, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Brown County Inn.
Folks, if you're doing a 2-week vacation or an overnight getaway, you owe it to yourself to stay at the Brown County Inn in Nashville, Indiana. The Brown County Inn has great rooms, a fantastic restaurant, a year-round indoor-outdoor swimming pool, and live entertainment every weekend, all within walking distance of downtown Nashville. Look for us online or call us at 800-772-5249.
You're always welcome at the Brown County Inn.
Distillery, right here in southern Indiana.
Bear Wallow Distillery is one of the first craft distilleries in Indiana. We use only locally grown grains to make spirits in an old-fashioned copper pot kettle. Next time you're headed to Nashville, stop in and take a tour. We're located 5 miles east of Nashville on Old State Road 46. Bear Wallow Distillery, Narbonne, Indiana. Call us at 812-657-4923.
This is Barry Johnson. You're listening to the Lost Cabin Lodge.
Mike's Music and Dance Barn.
When it's Saturday night in Brown County, folks all over southern Indiana head to Mike's Music and Dance Barn for fun for the entire family. It's been southern Indiana's line dancing music venue for over 20 years. So next time you're planning anything from a weekend getaway to a business retreat, call the Dance Barn for a list of accommodations available. 812-988-8636.
Caramel Corn Cottage.
Stop in the Caramel Corn Cottage at 82 North Van Buren Street in Nashville, Indiana. Try their sweet treats and flavored popcorn made from scratch in their big copper kettle. Caramel Corn Cottage is open 7 days a week from 10 to 5, or go online, caramelcorncottage.com, or call 1-812-988-6011. And remember,
buy 1 bag of popcorn for the price of 2 and get the second one absolutely free.
When you're visiting Brown County, stop at the Brown County Playhouse Performing Arts Center in the heart of Nashville, Indiana, at 70 South Van Buren Street. They have full-time year-round live shows and movies. And coming up April 22nd is Grammy Award-winning artist Asleep at the Wheel. On April 29th, it's the Bundys in concert. May 6th, it's comedian Ross Bennett. Show and ticket information at browncountyplayhouse.org. And we're back. This is Frank Jones. I'm sitting here having a lovely little conversation with Barry Johnson, our neighbor here in Brown County. Barry is a very talented songwriter that lives among us, and we've got a song coming up right now. It's called Never Thought I'd See the Day. What's the skinny on this tune, Barry?
I love the old traditional country, first of all, and I do miss it. And I being in Nashville, Tootsie's Orchid Lounge is worldwide known in Nashville, sure. You know, yeah. And I wanted to write a song about it. So actually this song the idea came from Tootsie's, and I pictured this old weathered man sitting in there that was his watering hole since the 50s.
Sure.
And he saw Hank Sr. in there, he saw Johnny Cash, he saw Merle Haggard, Chris Christopherson, all of them.
Ernest Tubb.
Yeah, Lefty Frizzell. He saw them all play there, and it's changed now. You don't hear the traditional like you used to at Tootsie's. It's the younger stuff, the younger music. So I pictured this old man sitting there, and I pictured this young kid that sat down beside this old man, and that loves the traditional also.
Right on.
And so the old man starts telling him about who he saw there, and it's just a little story song.
Yeah, great premise for a tune. I mean, it's just let's go ahead and give this a listen. Never Thought I'd See the Day.
You can feel it when you come in through the door. Hear it when you walk across the floor. The smell of smoke and whiskey still lingers from the 50s, and there's still a few around that can recall my heroes that have played here, the pictures of them hanging on the wall. This old man sitting beside me said, I've been coming here since I was about your age. I saw Haggard, Hank, and Lefty, Johnny and June play on that stage. The music I grew up on, and I know that it's never coming back. Son, I never thought I'd see the day I'd outlive country music, but I have. I took a $20 bill up to the band. Can you play a song for me, that old man? The first time he come through that door, he was just a hayseed boy when the Grand Ole Opry House was in its prime. He still loves that classic country. Can you rewind one of them for him tonight? This old man sitting beside me said, I've been coming here since I was about your age. I saw Haggard, Hank, and Lefty, Johnny and June play on that stage. That's the music I grew up on. And I know that it's never coming back. Son, I never thought I'd see the day I'd outlive country music, but I have. but I have.
Never Thought I'd See the Day by Barry Johnson. A really nice little country tune that is very much in the traditional vein.
Let's hear another song from Barry Johnson.
It's like to lose somebody that you love with all your heart. No, you've never felt the pain that missing someone brings. Girl, you don't know how it feels to fall apart. Put yourself in my blues. Take a walk in my shoes, and you'll cross my broken heart along the way. See the world from my eyes, through the tears that I've cried. Take a walk in my shoes. Put yourself in my blues. Well, they say nothing ever lasts forever. It's true. Hearts get broken all the time, but my love for you is strong. It goes on and on and on, and losing you had never crossed my mind. Put yourself in my blues. Take a walk in my shoes, and you'll cross my broken heart along the way. See the world from my eyes, through the tears that I've cried. Take a walk in my shoes. Put yourself in my blues. Oh, take a walk in my shoes. Put yourself in my blues.
Let's hear more of Barry's songs.
Girl, I can't remember what we fought about, but what a mess I'm in since you walked out. That starter shot on my pickup truck. I got fired from a job when I didn't show up. Your leaving hit me like a runaway train. There's nothing that can stop that kind of pain. I think about you and the hurt starts early on dirty. Don't need makeup to look so pretty. You never break a promise or a vow. You're beautiful inside and out. You don't talk bad about no one for their beliefs or where they're from. You never judge somebody by their looks. You live your life by God's good book. Yeah, I see it when I look into your eyes. A heart so full of love, so full of life. You make the world around you a kinder place. You never meet a stranger or forget a face. You take them by the hand, 'cause that's what angels do. You got a way about you. You make others feel good about themselves. The first one there when a friend needs help. You lift them up when they're feeling sad. Smile every day like it could be your last. Yeah, you draw strength from your holy faith. Call up your mama every single day. And every Sunday morning you're singing in the choir. There's so many things about you I admire. I see it when I look into your eyes. A heart so full of love, so full of life. You make the world around you a kinder place. You never meet a stranger or forget a face. I see it when I look into your eyes. A heart so full of love, so full of life. You never judge somebody by their looks. Yeah, you live your life by God's good book. Take them by the hand, 'cause that's what angels do. You got a way about you. You got a way about you.
Barry, we sure appreciate you coming in today and talking to us here at String Dancer Studios. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun.
Thank you again for helping us make the show, bud. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
That was great. If you want to get in touch with Barry Johnson, you can contact him through the Lost Cabin Lodge website. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to the Brown County Inn.
Folks, if you're doing a 2-week vacation or an overnight getaway, you owe it to yourself to stay at the Brown County Inn in Nashville, Indiana. The Brown County Inn has great rooms, a fantastic restaurant, a year-round indoor-outdoor swimming pool, and live entertainment every weekend, all within walking distance of downtown Nashville. Look for us online or call us at 800-772-5249.
You're always welcome at the Brown County Inn. Distillery, right here in southern Indiana.
Bear Wallow Distillery is one of the first craft distilleries in Indiana. We use only locally grown grains to make spirits in an old-fashioned copper pot kettle. Next time you're headed to Nashville, stop in and take a tour. We're located 5 miles east of Nashville on Old State Road 46. Bear Wallow Distillery, Narbonne, Indiana. Call us at 812-657-4923.
We're at Common Grounds Coffee Shop, sitting here talking to Mike Robertson. Mike, what's on the schedule for the Dance Barn this month and upcoming?
Well, June, every Saturday we are doing a country show with the house band. And I got a few extras. On the 9th, that's a Friday, I got Fistful of Bacon. It'll be a blues night.
Oh, on June 9th, yeah.
June 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 23rd, it's another Friday, I got the Marlinaires coming in. Always a favorite here in Brown County.
Oh, great. That was great, Mike. Now we've got a real good idea of what's going to be coming up at the Dance Barn. Should someone need to get a hold of you, maybe say to rent that fine facility or to schedule a show, how would they go about that?
Well, the best thing to do is call the house phone,
Mm-hmm.
812-988-8636.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually keep the schedule updated on the answering machine, but you can leave a message.
Oh, cool. There
and
you
I'll
go.
call you. You can check my website, which is mikesmusicbarn.com.
Mike's Music and Dance Barn.
When it's Saturday night in Brown County, folks all over southern Indiana head to Mike's Music and Dance Barn for fun for the entire family. It's been southern Indiana's line dancing music venue for over 20 years. So next time you're planning anything from a weekend getaway to a business retreat, call the Dance Barn for a list of accommodations available. 812-988-8636.
Caramel Corn Cottage.
Stop in the Caramel Corn Cottage at 82 North Van Buren Street in Nashville, Indiana. Try their sweet treats and flavored popcorn made from scratch in their big copper kettle. Caramel Corn Cottage is open 7 days a week from 10 to 5, or go online, caramelcorncottage.com, or call 1-812-988-6011. And remember,
Buy one bag of popcorn for the price of two and get the second one absolutely free.
Now, let's listen to Frank's interview with Carolyn Dutton.
we're sitting here today at String Dancer Studios in Nashville, talking to Carolyn Dutton, violinist extraordinaire, about some of the songs that she's brought us today, and we're very excited to finally get this young lady on our program. It's been a long time that we've been with this in the works to get this caliber of musician on the show. We're very happy to have you join us today. Carolyn, welcome.
Thank you, Frank. It's nice to be here.
We've got 3 or 4 songs here that we're going to showcase on the show today. Give us a little bit of information, if you could, as far as your background. I understand you worked in New York for several decades. Is that correct?
That's correct. I did, yeah. I actually went to New York to be a writer.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, of course, studied violin all my life up till then. And, went to college and studied violin, and then immediately dropped it because I wanted to be a writer. And once I got to New York, I went to work for 17 magazine and then several other publications.
Cool.
And I realized, you know what? I think I'm probably a better musician than I am a writer. So I started exploring different ways to play the violin, but not classically. Instead, I started playing with a string band. And I learned all the fiddle tunes, and then that advanced into a lot of theater work. Did Broadway and off-Broadway shows.
Wow.
And then that advanced into playing bluegrass and playing folk music up in Woodstock with a whole bunch of very famous people up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then that advanced into a Western swing band, and then eventually I arrived at the door of jazz.
Wow.
Which is where I am today.
That's quite of an adventure. Now, you mentioned you played with a swing band. What was the name of those guys? What band was that?
It was a Western swing band called the Western Caravan, and the leader was Whit Smith, who is the leader of the Hot Club of Cowtown.
I see.
Which is a very well-known group amongst Western swing viewers. But he went, of course, on to move to Austin and become relatively famous. And so then when I came here, though, I was really interested in getting into jazz type swing music from the 30s and 40s, the Benny Goodman and the that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so I kind of wound up in jazz studies program at Indiana University and got my master's degree there.
Wow.
And then started playing gypsy jazz and regular contemporary jazz.
Let's go ahead and look at some of the tunes we've got coming up today. The first one that we're going to be playing here is called The Treetops. Give us a little bit of a background on that.
This is a song written by Brent McPike, who's a professor at Indiana State University in Terre Haute. And Brent studied jazz guitar at IU and got his doctor's degree there.
Right on.
And he's a prolific writer, and I recorded with him on a couple of his albums. And this was on one of them. And it also features a fabulous mandolin player named Solly Burton, who's very well known, a very young guy who was on one of those NPR shows where they have the budding geniuses. I forget which show that was. Anyway, so this song was called The Treetops because when I moved here to Nashville, Indiana, I built a house in a subdivision called Treetops. And so Brent wrote the song for me.
Oh yes, just up on Clay Lick, I believe.
That's right.
Absolutely, with a lovely view, absolutely up among the treetops. Let's go ahead and give that tune a listen. Here's The Treetops by Carolyn Dutton. That was The Treetops by Carolyn Dutton. Absolutely entertaining tune. We really, really are happy that she brought that to us today. We're going to pay some of the bills right now. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Brown County Inn.
Folks, if you're doing a 2-week vacation or an overnight getaway, you owe it to yourself to stay at the Brown County Inn in Nashville, Indiana. The Brown County Inn has great rooms, a fantastic restaurant, a year-round indoor-outdoor swimming pool, and live entertainment every weekend, all within walking distance of downtown Nashville. Look for us online or call us at 800-772-5249.
You're always welcome at the Brown County Inn. Distillery, right here in southern Indiana.
Bear Wallow Distillery is one of the first craft distilleries in Indiana. We use only locally grown grains to make spirits in an old-fashioned copper pot kettle. Next time you're headed to Nashville, stop in and take a tour. We're located 5 miles east of Nashville on Old State Road 46. Bear Wallow Distillery, Narbonne, Indiana. Call us at 812-657-4923.
This is Carolyn Dutton, and you're listening to the Lost Cabin Lodge.
Mike's Music and Dance Barn.
When it's Saturday night in Brown County, folks all over southern Indiana head to Mike's Music and Dance Barn for fun for the entire family. It's been southern Indiana's line dancing music venue for over 20 years. So next time you're planning anything from a weekend getaway to a business retreat, call the Dance Barn for a list of accommodations available. 812-988-8636.
Caramel Corn Cottage.
Stop in the Caramel Corn Cottage at 82 North Van Buren Street in Nashville, Indiana. Try their sweet treats and flavored popcorn made from scratch in their big copper kettle. Caramel Corn Cottage is open 7 days a week from 10 to 5, or go online, caramelcorncottage.com, or call 1-812-988-6011. And remember,
Buy one bag of popcorn for the price of 2 and get the second one absolutely free.
when you're visiting Brown County, stop at the Brown County Playhouse Performing Arts Center in the heart of Nashville, Indiana, at 70 South Van Buren Street. They have full-time year-round live shows and movies. And coming up April 22nd is Grammy Award-winning artist Asleep at the Wheel. On April 29th, it's the Bundys in concert. May 6th, it's comedian Ross Bennett. Show and ticket information at browncountyplayhouse.org. We're back. This is Frank Jones with the Lost Cabin Lodge, and we're sitting here talking to Carolyn Dutton. We've listened to one of the tunes she's brought us today, the Treetops. It was a very, very enjoyable song. This next one, let me know if I pronounce this correctly, Nuage?
Very good.
Give us a little bit of history on this tune, Carolyn.
Okay, well, when I moved back here to Indiana, I noticed a sign on a bulletin board at the university that a couple of guys were playing gypsy jazz at one of the local clubs in Bloomington. I said, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mm-hmm. So I went, and here were these two guys playing Django Reinhardt tunes. And during the break, I went up and I said, we have to meet. We have to talk. And so eventually I wound up getting together with them, and we formed a band called the Hot Club of Naptown.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the cuts on that album that we made. And the album's called All Swings Considered. So this song is called Nuage, which is French for clouds.
A wonderful song. Let's give that a listen right now. That was the song Nuage by Django Reinhardt, played by Carolyn Dutton. An outstanding song. It's just a beautiful piece of music, and we're really glad you brought that to us today, Carolyn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This next song coming up is called The Hill Country, and it's definitely apropos for where we're recording at this moment. Give us a little bit of a story on that.
The Hill Country is written by jazz pianist Monica Herzig, who is well known throughout the state. And I played on a number of Monica's albums, plus played a bunch of gigs with her. And this song she wrote about Brown County.
Oh, cool.
About the Hill Country. And I think the mayor, a guy running for mayor of Bloomington, used it as his campaign song. But anyway.
Hey, well, that's good music finds its way to wherever it needs to be.
So, I play on it, and there's some keyboard on it too, which is fine.
Spoken like a true musician.
Well, it's her song.
That is absolutely perfect.
Right.
Monica Herzig is the composer of this tune, and I'm very anxious to hear this with the Carolyn Dutton touch. Let's go ahead and give that a listen. We've been sitting here with Carolyn Dutton this afternoon, an incredible violinist who's brought us some of the most exceptional music. We really appreciate you bringing in this material and giving us a chance to sit down and talk to you today, Carolyn. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, if you'd like to get a hold of Carolyn Dutton, you can go to her email at cardut@aol.com.
Well, Frank, that about does it for this month's show.
And what a show it's been.
We want to thank our guests, Barry Johnson and Carolyn Dutton, for joining us. It was fun. We'll see you again Sunday, July 2nd for our next show. Thanks.
Wait a minute.
This has been a production of Little Nashville Recording Studio.
Today's show is dedicated to the memory of our friend, Charlie Dog. Good to know you, Charlie.